A big welcome to an exotic location in this part of India, and I'm talking about you are in beautiful Goa at the scenic Aguada Port and Jail Complex. And why are we here? It's because the 21st edition of the MONTE Music Festival is about to get underway. And what an event it's going to be. An exotic location, fabulous artists, great performances, and people who have come from different walks of life from around the country, around the world. They have converged here to enjoy some fabulous performances by artists from around the world. And guess what? This is a festival that has fusion all over it. And when I talk about fusion, it's a festival that fuses Indian classical and Western classical with artists from around the world gracing the stage. And as far as the location is concerned, we are also in a place of fusion. And that's because we are exactly at the spot where the river Mandovi converges with the Arabian Sea. That is just here at the Aguada Port and Jail Complex. My name is Savio Norona. With me on this live telecast are Jeffrey Manuel and Shubhamita Viratkar. And that's the place we go to. It's Shubhi in the commentary box. And post that, it will be Jeffrey meeting up with someone who is a fan of this festival. But right now, it's over to Shubhi.
Thank you so much, Savio. Indeed, it is a very picturesque venue and a perfect setting to start the first day of the MONTE Music Festival right here at the Aguada Port and Jail Courtyard. I mean, I kind of find it funny to call this place a jail courtyard, but because it's so brilliant and so beautiful, if you just take a look around and look at the ambience, it's just more than perfect. Well, and whilst we wait for this evening to get started, I think Jeffrey is already caught up with a few fans who've been here quite frequently for every MONTE festival, and I think it's over to Jeffrey, and let's see what his guest has got to tell us about the MONTE Music Festival.
And now we are, well, as if you will get a better view of the crowd audiences that have gathered over here. So we've been moving around and speaking to people who have been part of the MONTE Festival, and one such person is Marlene. Marlene, I did ask you this question, and please do tell me, how many of these have you witnessed?
Well, the MONTE Festival started in 2002, if I'm not mistaken.
This is the 21st edition.
Yes. So I've attended most of them, and I would say a big thank you to Fundasam Orient for having such a festival in Goa. It brings the best of music, and the talent that you see for this festival is outstanding.
Brilliant. So while we were going around, Marlene, I did notice that who'd say we'd be in Goa, right? You could be in Spain, in Portugal, and it's so beautiful that Goa has it. Yeah? So what's your thoughts about the venue for one?
Definitely, it's a first time that the festival is been held in this venue. I would say it's beautiful. The ambience, the decor, the backdrop is just outstanding. But saying all this, I would still say nothing beats the MONTE.
The MONTE, right? That's
Yes.
where the name comes
Yes.
from, right?
Yes.
So what about the MONTE makes it so special?
Really, it's just the aura that that place has brings out a different kind of ambience, atmosphere. And I would say I would still prefer the MONTE.
The MONTE. Of course, everybody have their preferences. We're now moving back to the commentary box, and yes, this is for the next 2 days. Savio, the commentary box, over to you. Savio, Marlene, thank you very much. And you're going to be back and husband performing tomorrow?
Yes, he is.
Excellent. Over to Savio at the commentary box. All right.
Jeffrey, catching up with the fan of the festival. There are several people who have edition, and of course we have people from different walks of life on stage as well. So there are people from around the world converging here, and the MONTE Music Festival, which is in its 21st edition, was initially being held at the MONTE in Old Goa, but due to logistical reasons, they've pushed it to Fort Aguada, that's the Aguada Fort, Port and Jail Complex. So, and this evening we have a fabulous list of performers. Tara Lili, the Indian classical and R&B and jazz artist, who is Bengali and British. She will be performing here as the first act, but post that we have a fabulous dance company as well, and that is what we intend to show you on this telecast. Along with me is Jeffrey Manuel and Shubi Varatka. Jeffrey, fabulous ambiance here and atmosphere. Lovely to be here.
Absolutely colorful, Sayu. When you think about it, we are finally here at the Aguada jail and port complex, and what a beautiful setting it is. I'm going to hand it over to Shubi, who's got another guest. Shubi, all yours. Heading it straight to Shubi now. Here we go then.
All right, and guess what? I have yet another fan with us. And ma'am, would you love to tell everybody looking at this episode, what's your name?
Poonam Verma Mascarenhas.
Yes, Poonam is pretty much from Goa, and she is frequently been a visitor of the MONTE Festival. So what is it that brings you back to the MONTE Festival every year?
The kind of selection and bringing the fusion, the shared heritage part of it, and that as the foundation of Indian culture to me is something that I celebrate year after year.
Okay, so how do you like the new venue? This year we are at a different space. Do you think it's better than the MONTE, or do you like this? Which one is better?
I find MONTE much better. There is a nostalgia with it and a special memory because when I look down on Mandovi as the river, which has acquired a very special meaning this year, we may lose the river, which is suddenly very shocking and surprising and all kinds of emotions to it. And to see it to be at the end of it, river is meeting sea. So I do see the connect of the two with the MONTE and this new venue. I yet to have experienced it because we are at the beginning of the program. Maybe I would be able to answer better at the end of it on that one.
Sure, we will surely catch up with you and have a bite with you and ask you about your experience once the show gets started and we finish with one segment. Thank you very much for joining us. And right now, of course, it's over to Jeffrey, who's going to be giving us an overview of what's happening right here at the festival.
She'll be always doing her bit. Thank you, Shubi. We have plenty happening down here at, as we say, Aguada, as we prepare ourselves for the first day of the MONTE Festival. We have so many dignitaries, but year in, year out, Fundasa Orient always takes all the effort to make this one of their flagship shows. Yes, the MONTE Festival this year in its 21st edition, and looking forward, Savio is trying to gather an important person that we can talk to. Yeah, over to Savio Nerona. He's got somebody special to talk to. Over to you, Savio.
At the Aguada Port and Jail Complex, I have the pleasure of having with me the man behind the 21st edition of the MONTE Music Festival. He's the director of Fundasam Orient in India. A big welcome to Dr. Paul Gomes. Welcome, and you're surely a man who's waiting for the event to start because everything seems to be ready.
Not only a man, we are a team, for sure. But today we're having, let me talk about one word only. I think union. Union between two countries, India and Portugal. Union between music, between culture, and between Mandovi River and the Arabic Sea as well in this venue. So I'm very happy for this moment. We have worked a lot for this moment, and I wish all of the people are here enjoy the moment, enjoy this festival, because this was made for all of them.
As Dr. Paulo said, it's a fusion, and it's a fusion of cultures and music. So quickly tell us the lineup for today, what's coming.
Today we'll have Tara Lili. Tara Lili will start the festival. She is a British singer. She is generous. It's jazz, R&B, and Indian classical. And but the particularity, her father, he's Indian. He's Indian. After Tara Lily, we have a Takalari dance company, one of the most important dance company in the country. So I think this combination will make this day, the first day, wonderful. We'll see. We'll see.
There you go. This is Paul Gomes, the director of Fundação Orient, speaking to us just before the Monte Music Festival gets underway here at Aguada Port and Jail Complex. It's over to Shubi in the commentary box.
Yes, thank you so much for Savio, and that was a brief little insight into what's in store for us this evening. Well, everybody is quite eagerly seated and waiting for the event to start, as we can see. Some busy, probably messaging your loved one and telling them to come over very quickly. There seem to be some limited seats in right here. Everything is pretty much packed. And of course, the evening would start off with an amazing performance by Tara Lily, and would move on into the next segment, which has the Atak Kalari dance form. We have a kaleidoscope, in fact, of dance acts. There would be 7 dance acts performed by multiple artists, if I'm not mistaken, 5. And we're looking forward to having a word with the founder as well as the artistic director of that particular dance company. He's none other than Mr. Jayachandran. And probably before the event starts off, we could get into a chat with him and understand what are the different dance forms that are in store for us this evening. So kind of excited and can't wait to this event get started. Just like the several others seated right here, this is the 21st edition of the Monte Music Festival, and of course we have a different location this time, a very pleasant and exciting one. We have some of the guests who have come in here walking, some by car, and some quite literally by the sea. Yeah, we saw a boat, a couple of boats come and dock by, and a lot of guests get out and, of course, get themselves seated and
So we're going to be witnessing a confluence of sound. We're going to be witnessing a confluence of sound. Up on stage first is the wonderful Tara Lily. Now, if you know a little bit about Tara Lily, she's got mixed ethnicity out here. From a mother from, dad from Bangladesh, mother from Scotland. And here she is right now, well, in a few minutes from now, she'll be up on stage. A quick mix of both jazz and R&B is what she's going to give us a happy time of. No, it's not been easy for her. The journey of actually coming to where she is a story that needs to be told. We'll try and get hold of Tara Lily if we can pan out right there. She's up on the stage, the first artist for this edition of the Monte Festival. So kindly stand by. It's going to be a happy helping the next 48 hours. Yes, we've got plenty planned right here at the Monte Festival, this in its 21st edition. So over to back to the main room where we're trying to stitch everything together. So over to you at the commentary box. Thank you, Shubi. Hope all's well out there.
Yes, thank you so much, Jeffrey, for that lovely little bite. And there we have her, Tara Lily, on stage, playing a couple of keys, looking absolutely stunning, dressed in black and white, and all set to start off this evening, day 1 of the Monte Music Festival.
Me and hurt me. I hurt you. Always knew, I always knew. Things you did to me, I can't believe I'm true.
Welcome now.
Welcome everybody. It's very exciting to be here today.
That
That was The Things You Do. The next song we're going to play is a classic jazz standard. If anyone likes jazz out there. Any jazz lovers? This is by a guy called Miles Davis, if you've ever heard of him. And oh, you're going to say speech? Okay.
But the very charming Tara Lily just did her sound check, and yeah, we are right
Ladies
there
and
at the start.
gentlemen,
We have a
a
compare
very
now
good
taking
evening
over.
to you all. Dev bodi sans tumka audeta. Boa tarde a todos. My name is Jeanette Barbosa Noronha, and I'll be your host for this evening. On behalf of Fundação Oriente and Cidade de Goa IHCL Selections, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to you all to this 21st edition of the MONTE Music Festival. This year, we have the pleasure of hosting you at not just one, but two locations. And so here we are today, on this 24th evening of February 2023, along the mighty Mandovi, at the stunning Aguada port and jail complex. As this arc continues to bewitch us, I would like to call upon the Director of Fundação Oriente Delegation in India, Dr. Paulo Gomes, to say a few words to welcome the gathering.
Upon
Dear friends,
the Director
ladies
of
and
Fundação
gentlemen,
Oriente in India,
welcome to the 21st edition of the MONTE Music Festival. This year, in a different venue, as the Chapel of MONTE is under repairs, but with the same magic. This venue was chosen last December when my dear friend Vivek Menezes advised me to visit this beautiful place. Thank you, Vivek. We both came here, and when we started to go down there, I stopped the car and I said, wow. Well, in fact, I didn't say wow. I said a very ugly word in Portuguese that we usually say when we are facing something wonderful. I'm sure Vivek didn't understand what I said, but I cannot repeat it now either. But now I can say, wow, what an outstanding place, and what a beautiful people I have in front of me. This edition of the MONTE Music Festival was only possible due to the collaboration of several entities and people. For more than 2 decades, we have counted on the unconditional support of our partner, Cidade de Goa, IHCL Selections, without whom we couldn't take this exciting project forward. To the Aguada team, thank you for supporting this festival. Savio, Amy, Rowan, Isha, and Divya. I will never forget your commitment to us and your support on this edition. I want to express our gratitude to Mr. Christophe Gomes. Please, a big applause for them. I want to express our gratitude to Mr. Christophe Gomes of Furtado's Music Company for their support. We also thank you of our team of service providers, the SIS. Thank you so much. And my colleague Ivone Rebelo, thank you for your efforts at this festival, like always. And last but not the least, to the performers and musicians, we also say thank you. It is because of you and your beautiful work and talent that we stubbornly fight the same battles every year. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy it because this was made for all of you. Thank you.
That was Paulo, right, Shubi?
Yes, that was indeed Dr. Paolo sharing an insight into how
Thank you,
was
Dr.
this
Paolo.
particular venue selected
Well,
for
ladies
this
and
festival.
gentlemen, enchanted is what we aim to be, and enchanted is what we shall be today. The MONTE Music Festival aims to present a marriage of Western and Eastern music, dance and culture, and our two acts for this evening promise to deliver just that. Our first act for this evening, Tara Lily, was born and brought up in London by a Scottish mother and a Bangladeshi father. Because of this melange of cultures, Tara has always been immersed in a very diverse musical world, constantly absorbing different sounds and genres, like alternate R&B, Bengali folk music, and classical jazz. Having trained intensively at the Trinity Laban Conservatoire, jazz is at the heart of Tara's work. Tara believes that classical music and jazz share a lot of similarities and is constantly exploring ways to make the two relative to who she is and how she lives her life. Having visited India a couple of times, this is the first time she'll be performing in Goa. I would like to call upon Dr. Paulo Gomes, Director of Fundação Oriente Delegation in India, and Her Excellency, Dra. Isabel Raimundo, Consul General of Portugal in Goa, to welcome our artist for today, Tara Lily, and her team with a garland of flowers.
So the very gorgeous Tara going to be felicitated out here now. Of course, it's a confluence of her music styles. The Do Tara of Bangladesh, the instrument of Bangladesh, and of course the bagpipes of Scotland. It's an influence of two ethnicities in her style of music.
Jeffrey,
Shubhi.
actually, both of her parents were musicians too, so she's
Very
coming
talented, in
in
fact.
completely from a very talented music background. you know.
But what's more intriguing is the styles that she's used. Very Indian classical kind of music, and of course influencing that with a whole lot of jazz.
Yes, can't wait to actually have a view of this beautiful concert.
I think it's going to be a delight. Yes, all her musicians have accompanied her from the UK.
And all of them are being felicitated with a nice garland of flowers. They're being welcomed. Yes, someone seems to be allergic to flowers, I think.
Or it may interrupt his saxophone, but let's see.
Well, the cue to get started.
All right then, Tara Lily, everyone.
Wow, she's going to be jazzing it up with that garland around her. Here she goes, Tara Lily, at the MONTE Festival.
Surround me. get myself up more, my voice up more, please, in the mix. This is another rework of a classic standard by Duke Ellington and Coltrane in a sentimental mood. Don't look for me. I am never coming back. I'm leaving my wedding ring. I'm leaving it all. This next song is of my last project, Last Flight Out. This is called Hotel Amour. I wrote it in Paris while I stayed at the Hotel Amour, and it's a story of love and demons. There's a view from the window, but I don't care. another rework by Coltrane. This is like an interlude that is on my latest project, Last Flight Out. It's about love, immigration, travel and movement, and draws on jazz, Indian classical, R&B, and dance. Thank you. Okay, let's do You Can Go, yeah?
Amazing Tara Lili there, getting started with the 21st edition of the MONTE Music Festival.
in Goa.
Last night I waited for you to give me some attention. But tonight I may be fated to be left without a mention. You can go where you want, what you do, I don't care. Never mind me, I don't care, I don't care. You don't feel me anymore. Close my eyes and I hit the floor. You don't feel me anymore. Close my eyes and I close the door. Last night you made me feel that I was unimportant. We spoke to all the others. You go where you want, what you do. I don't care, I don't mind, I don't care, I don't mind. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Where you are, what you do, I don't care. Never mind me, I don't care, I don't care. You don't feel me anymore. Close my eyes and I hit the floor. You don't feel me anymore. Close my eyes and I close the door. Thank you. What should we do next? Same as Spain? Or should we skip that one? Should we do that in Spain?
Well, as you can see, it's just past sunset at
Next song we're
Aguada
gonna play
Port and Jail Complex. And Tara Lee is really unleashing it here.
Don't explain. You're my joy. pain. My life is yours, love, don't explain. I'm complacent with the things you do. Darkness has a way of calling back to you. In the shadows is where we move, in the unknown with nothing to lose. This love is bittersweet, I feel the high come over my body. It makes me reckless, something's telling me to turn away, but I don't wanna leave now. Hush now, don't explain. You're my joy, my pain, my life. It's yours, love, don't explain. This love is bittersweet, I feel the high come over my body. It makes me reckless, something's telling me to turn away, but I don't wanna leave now. Hush now, don't explain. You're my joy, my pain, my life. It's yours, love, don't
Yes, as you can see a wonderful setting here at Aguada Port and Jail Complex. Jeffrey, it's exhilarating.
I tell you, Savio, after two or three songs from the wonderful Tara, the musician's equally talented. The drummer, boy, that man possessed, isn't it? Amazing stuff.
Absolutely, and just before the show, when they spoke to us, they actually mentioned what a great moment it is for them to perform in Goa.
Amazing. Let's hope we can catch Tara Lily in an interview in a while from now, while she gets off stage. Over back to Tara Lily.
All I see is darkness on the road ahead. Starless silence, dreams left. You come around like the ocean, we crash round. It's up and it's down, but it's something I can't live without. Something that I can't live without. 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 Ba-da-ba-ba. It's something I can't live without. And you're walking slow, and you're talking low. Heard you say something low. Heard you tell me don't let go. Voice is drowning, drowning. Lost my phone, but no one's calling. So standing, standing. One more drink in the sniffy morning. Something that I can't live without. 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 Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da. Something I can't live without.
Absolutely mesmerizing.
That was like the ocean, and what a beautiful place to play it the first time. We're going to play one more song. And this is my first release. This is called Stormy Nights. Thank you so much for having us and being a great audience. I'm falling. Stormy nights, I sit like this rain will never stop raining. Feels like this love is my greatest fault. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know where I am. Don't know where you took me. I'm falling down. Know what I'm doing. Don't know where I am. Don't know where you took me. I'm falling. Stormy night, this should have warning. I made you cry. You smashed up my car. Feels like this rain will never stop raining. Oh, feels like this love is my greatest fault. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know where I am. Don't know where you took me. I'm falling down. Know where I am. Don't know where you took me. I'm falling. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't know where I am. Know where you took me. I'm falling down. Know where I am. Don't know where you took me. I'm falling. Thank you so much, everyone.
Enthralled, mesmerized, or spellbound. I'm at a fail for words here. There's actually a famous saying that goes, where words fail, music speaks. And I think that's actually perfect right now because I'm at a loss for words for how beautifully Tara's music has spoken tonight. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, we shall cut for a short break with some wonderful refreshments to keep you energized throughout our next performance. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you.
with the part A of the first day of this, the 21st edition of the MONTE Festival. Vivek, you're a connoisseur of all things fine, especially in the literary kind of world. Music, what do you think of Tara Lily's performance this evening?
It was very lovely. We've not seen this kind of performance at the MONTE Music Festival before. This is contemporary. I like the fact that in shaking up the venue and moving into this beautiful location, I think it's an appropriate act. She is this singers of Indian descent, and she sang some standards, but as she said, her music's about love, travel, immigration. So nothing better than that very deeply historic spot to hear that kind of music here, right? Because this is an incredibly significant place.
Well, I think the audience of today had a happy helping, and there is so much more. Is there anything that in particular that you're following at the MONTE Festival that you're really looking forward to? Or you come here with open mind? And
all of it is lovely. I think all of it's lovely. This is the first time we're using, this is the first time I think the people of Goa are using this particular venue for this kind of content. So I came to see that. I think it's very beautiful. There's some lovely sculptures as well. There are things which are not necessarily tasteful in this iteration of this museum complex, but hopefully they will improve as time goes by. I think this festival is a beautiful, beautiful combination, and it's worked out very well.
So Vivek, it worked out like the star and celebrity kind right from the start. You came in a boat. Doesn't that really uplift the whole evening for you already? Or for any audiences?
Yeah, I thank Paolo, the director of the Fundação Orient India. He had the idea of having this historical approach. I think it is true. I spent a lot of time. I live in Miramar. I've lived there for 50 years. I mean, I'm familiar with it over 50 years, and to come across from Miramar here is really quite interesting. For the first time, of course, we have a jetty and that kind of accessibility. So it is something interesting. I do urge other people to do it. It's not necessarily something touristic, but it gives you a sense of the historic nature of this estuary waterfront.
Excellent. Vivek, nice talking to you. And I think there's plenty happening in the next 2 days, isn't it?
That's right.
Thank you. Nice talking to you, Vivek. Over to you, Shubhi. We're all over the place right here at the fort, and we're going to be speaking to a few more of our, audiences, and we'll try and get Tara Lily to talk to us in just a while. But yes, Shubhi, who do we have here? Who have you caught and brought along? Well,
yeah, that's,
I can safely say they just married. So Shubhi, you can take it from there.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
Jeffrey.
thanks, Jeffrey. And you know what? We have the just newly wedded right here. It's Anna Karina and Krish. Yes, so hi, say a big hello to everybody who's so you are all smiles, and you clearly have enjoyed the concert that you just witnessed. So what is it that you'd like to tell everybody who's witnessed it, but your, experience this evening?
Well, it's an experience that you can't really define in words. You got to hear and experience it yourself. Come to the jail complex. Look at how beautiful it is. Look at what Goa has to offer, and more importantly.
What about you?
I really love the vibe. The very nice vibe. Yeah.
Okay, so what are you looking forward to in the next segment? I mean, are you a music person or a dance person? What?
Music people, actually.
Music people.
So I'm sure you have an inclination towards the next segment that's going to be coming up. That's the Atak Kalari dance performance. So what you're with an open mind? What do you expect to see?
Yeah, some Indian kind of music maybe? Dance?
Well, with the performance that we've seen right now, we can expect anything actually for now.
And anything spectacular this evening, that's exactly what we're getting for everybody. Thank you so very much for joining us right here at DD. Right now, of course, it's back again to probably Savio or Jeffrey, who's going to be giving us an insight into what this evening is all got in store for us. So right now, over to you, Savio.
Yes, thank you, Shubhi, who caught up with a very fine young couple attending the MONTE Music Festival. And next, we...
She's taken time out to be with us, Tara. What an amazing performance. Were you a bit nervous of what to expect before you actually got on stage here, Tara?
Definitely. This is my first time playing in Goa and playing such an intimate, beautiful venue. So I was definitely a bit nervous, but
I really enjoyed it.
So I should tell you, Tara, after 20 years, they moved venues. So we were very skeptical about how this would pan out. But from the audience response, I think they loved it. Well, Tara, coming back, I'm going to move off from the frivolous questions about Goa and everything, and let's go to the basics. It's not been easy, your journey of from where you started and how you got here. Could you tell us a little bit more, please, about what has influenced you, Tara?
So my mother is Scottish, my father is Bengali. They had a love marriage, they're both musicians. And I grew up in London with them, and they influenced me a lot with my music.
So when the wireless was on, what were you listening to? I'm sure impressions were being formed at that tender age. What was the styles in your mind?
So I was listening to, my parents were always playing a lot of Bengali folk, Indian classical, Bollywood, rock, soul, jazz. Like that was what I was hearing at a very young age, so that definitely influenced me.
So kudos to you. Motown has signed their first British artist, and it has to be you. And congratulations on that. Was it easy though? Meaning, I'm sure you worked hard. Many would say fate would have brought you here, but I think it's a lot of effort that's been put in.
It was definitely very difficult for me. I trained at the Trinity Laban Conservatoire, and I was the only woman in my year and the only woman of colour. So yeah, I was definitely up against the odds. It's primarily a white male audience from a private school, so for me, I was very lucky to get a place and have that education.
Brilliant. Lost in London, well received. I think it was. I know Jammer has produced some of your songs, and yes, amazing. When you think about it, Goa is again a potpourri of different music, right? Would we see you coming again to?
Oh, definitely. I love Goa. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the mix of culture here. It definitely has a vibe that is inclusive of everyone, and inclusive of all music.
Excellent.
And accepting of everyone as well.
Brilliant. Would you have time to spend on the beach, soak up the sun, possibly?
I did yesterday. Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
That's where the colour shows as well. So what's planned now after Goa? Where would you be headed?
So tonight we'll fly to Delhi, and we'll be playing the Jazz Weekender tomorrow, and then we'll fly to Pune, and we'll be playing VH1 Supersonic.
Oh, brilliant. A fist bump from you? Well, go forth. And I say, let the sky only be not the limit, but just a destination.
Thank you so much.
Good on you. Well, the wonderful Tara Lily, it was absolute pleasure having you with us. And as I say, go forth and just make that music.
Thank you.
Over to you. We're going back to the control room. Hope you're having a fine time. We are at the MONTE Festival, the epicenter of activity. Thank you for joining us. Back to the control room.
Yes, that was a lovely bite with Tara Lily, Jeffrey up close, and getting to know Tara Lily a little bit more. What an amazing performance it's been this evening. And we've taken a quick little break before we commence with the next act, which is going to be a brilliant kaleidoscope of dance performances done by the Atakkalari dance group. And all of these performances have been choreographed by Jaya Chandran, who is the founder as well as the choreographer for this next set of events that we're going to be witnessing right here at the 21st edition of the MONTE Music Festival. Everybody's seeming to have come back to their seats. They've taken a quick little break to refresh themselves and witness yet another fabulous performance that's about to be unfolding right here this evening.
The sight sounds of the MONTE Festival happening over here, and what a wonderful experience it's been with Tara Lily. We're moving on as we're moving around, asking people about their opinion. We are waiting for the B side of the first day, and yes, a lot of these audiences want to picture themselves with Tara Lily. What a wonderful, down-to-earth person. And I say, it's not been easy. It's not been given to her on a silver platter. She struggled through it, and she's actually got here. So yes, the wonderful Tara Lily, busy getting her pictures taken from audiences around here. Now on the B side, it's going to be, of course, it was vocal recitals in the A part of it. We're going to go to happy dance and dance in all its form. We've got quite a few visitors out there, and in a little while from now we should have should be talking to some of them audiences just to kind of get a feel of the kind of music that people listen to. So let's see if Shubi's got somebody to talk to in a little while. Yeah, we're preparing for the B side. Over to you, Shubi.
Yes, we have people from different walks of life right here at the MONTE Music Festival. And guess who have we caught up with? We've caught up with none other than Hubert, who's a musician himself. So, Hubert, how has been your experience this evening?
Yeah, I mean, we came in a bit late actually, but at least what we seen was excellent. We enjoyed the music. I love the drummer especially. He had some excellent timing and moves. Yeah.
So, have you been visiting the MONTE Festival frequently?
No, actually this is the first year I've come for it, and it was a friend who actually suggested I come and have a look, and yeah, it seems like an amazing time so far. Yeah.
Absolutely no regrets. I'm sure you're going to be going out and telling a whole lot of friends and fellow musicians about this festival, people across India who probably don't know of it. So this is in fact the first time that the venue has changed. It is always at the MONTE, and this is the first time we're having it by the sea. So what's your opinion about that?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I seen was this entire ramp that goes into the sea. I think the location is excellent. Loved it.
Okay, and what are your expectations of the next act? Are you a dance person as well?
Well, I don't dance, but I like to watch people dance, so I'm actually looking forward to it, yeah.
Okay, super. So thank you very much. And is there anything that you'd love to tell everybody who's actually listening in to you right now?
No, that's it. I think that's about all I have to say. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much for your lovely inputs. Thank you. Over to, of course, Jeff once again.
So yeah, thank you, Shubi. Meeting up, greeting with people, musicians, everybody out there. Well, we're slowly but surely trying to kind of gather up bites from all of them here. And as one thing that stood out in Tara Lily's performance was the drummer. Boy, he worked like lightning, and I think we're trying to get a little word from him. Yes, he's got all his stuff and paraphernalia with him, and let's see if we can get... Yeah, well, the audiences are kind of heading back to their seats for the second part of it. Atakalari, I hope I pronounced that right. Atakalari, the dance company. Now they'll present a kaleidoscope, a mixed bill of 7 captivating short dance pieces. And this is just the setting that we require out here at the Aguada jail and fort complex. Now, of course, converted to a wonderful museum. For those of you tuned in, do take time out. Yes, it is an indication of the colonial past out there in the background, but far from the negativity, we are into positive, where this place nurtures culture. Well, it's quite a rhyme, nurtures culture. As we said, we'd like to kind of move into other members of the audiences, and I think we're trying to get our hands on some of the musicians that have backed up Tara Lily. So over to you, Savio Nerona. I think he's got that ace drummer with him, and of course the bassist, and yes, the saxophonist. Over to you, Savio.
All right, at the MONTE Music Festival, with me are 3 fabulous gentlemen who have just finished an amazing and mesmerizing concert with the fabulous Tara Lily. With me is Donovan and Cassius and Ashish. So, fabulous to see you all. You were really on a roll, the drummer. How has been your experience amidst this setting?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Something I like doing. And it's also great to to play music in another country, and I think just spread the love in it. You know what I mean? And so, good crowd, big crowd. We did the job, and it felt good. So yeah, I liked it.
What about you, being in this part of India?
Yeah, it's mad. This is such a beautiful country. Like the scenery, the people, everyone's so nice here. But yeah.
And tell us about your experience with playing with your co-musicians and Tara Lily over there.
Yeah, it's been fun. I met Tara last month when she came down to India. I met these fabulous guys the day before yesterday, I think. We've been having a great time. I hope India as a whole is making them feel at home. Yeah, it's good to play with them, yeah.
So, where around the world do you all perform regularly, and how has been the experience lately?
A lot in the UK. So there's a lot of shows in and out of the UK. Played in the States before, myself and Donovan. We go about wherever the music takes us, whatever we need to do, we tick the box and we do it. I saw Ashish say the same, quite similar thing. Wherever the music takes us, we go and play. You know?
And what type of music have you grown up with in the UK?
So I mainly play jazz. It's been basically part of my life for a long time. It's like I treasure it, but recently I've been discovering new things as well. It's been such a blessing.
So away from music, what do you plan to do in Goa? What are the things you're looking for?
I'm trying to see a bit more of the city and the state. But because we're on tour, it's not, you don't really get the opportunity to do that much. So because you have to go from city to city to city. So we're on our way to New Delhi next. So see what happens. See if I can go see the Taj Mahal or something. You know what I mean?
Right. So look into the camera and say hello to all our viewers and those who have loved watching you on stage.
Hello. Hello.
Hope you enjoyed. And there's more to come. Follow us. Follow Tara. Follow me. Cassius Cobson. Don Hafner. Ashish. Follow us. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, the musicians who accompanied Tara Lili at the MONTE Music Festival right here at the Aguada Port and Jail Complex in Goa.
Well, thank you, Savio Nerona, speaking to the drummer, speaking to the saxophonist, and speaking to the bassist out there. Now, as you can see, the audiences, well, the stage is being set for our dancers. We'd like to call this Atakalari. I think Shubi does a finer job of pronouncing it. Atakalari. Shubi, I know you've done a lot of research. Tell us a little bit more about this dance company, if I can ask you and put you in a spot.
Yeah, Jeffrey, actually, this is... Yes, Jeffrey, actually, this is a Bangalore-based company, and it curates different musicians, different dancers from all parts of the world, in fact. And their style of dancing is pretty much contemporary and new age and modern. So I'm kind of keen on looking at what's in store for us this evening. What I understand is there are small 7 performances done by 5 artists, and they're kind of really in-depth and have a lot of meaning to it. So, like I had promised everybody, I'm hoping to get in conversation with the founder as well as the choreographer of this particular dance company in a bit from now, and then we'll get to know and understand the dance acts that he has lined up for us and everybody to view this evening.
Super. Well, I know this is television, and if people have seen your sari, you're dressed to kill, isn't it? Shubi? All in your wonderful sari and...
I think, Jeffrey, you're complimenting me too, so...
I'm waiting for compliments back, Shubi.
Yes, I just said that. We make quite a pair this evening, don't we?
It is quite a pair, isn't it? But, well, kudos goes to FESTIVAL because they've curated this so well. You had this nice, easy starting vocal recitals by Tara Lili. And if you notice, she gave it interspersed with some high energy song.
Yeah, she built it up. Actually, she did build it up, and she did a fabulous job. I just absolutely loved it. The musicians did fabulously well too, and it's so nice to interact with them backstage too. So.
And Tara Lili's music had that influence, the ethnicity that she's mixed with, both Scottish and Bangladeshi, with a mix of Indian classical, listening in a lot of R&B, putting in a little bit of jazz. And as the sun actually receded down in Goa, just the perfect setting for that sundowner lounge kind of feel, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely, Jeffrey. You know, when someone speaks about, merging of different genres of music, and if I would have told just about anyone randomly that this evening is going to be all about classical music, jazz, as well as a bit of R&B, all fused together, I probably would have had an eyebrow up and kind of trying to figure out what's this going to sound like. And I think it just was a beautiful fusion that we witnessed this evening. So I think it did well. I think music knows no boundary, and one should be experimenting with fusion in different forms, and this was just the right example of turning out something so brilliant.
Of course, the world has become a global village ever since the internet has taken over, post-COVID, with a lot of hybrid version. This particular MONTE festival has not taken a break, even though it was has not taken a break even during COVID times. They had it in the hybrid version. Now, we're going to be trying to catch hold of Savio, who's down there, to speak, I think, to the Consular General of Portugal. I hope I've got the designations right, but yes, a mighty effort to try and pluck people off their seats and try to get them to speak to us. But I think we do have Savio Nerona, who's going to get some of these designated audiences out here.
To share their lovely experiences.
I think the Consul General is a little busy, so he will get a few other speakers. We are still bracing ourselves for a lot of dance. Yeah, from vocal, I can't wait to watch this. It's a beautiful setting. The stage is
all lit
ready.
right now,
Already.
and yes, I'm sure we're going to see different forms of exciting acts coming up on stage shortly.
All right, at the MONTE Music Festival here at the scenic Aguada Port and Jail Complex with me, Otti and Brian Suarez, both architects and of course away from their profession.
Did Roy give you enough of that in his music repertoire?
He does. I do love a lot of 70s, 60s music because it's really, really nice. One of the reasons why I love enjoying Papa's band.
Chip of the old block, I say. So Papa's band, what's your repertoire? What would you like spend lots of hours listening to?
See, I'll tell you, I'm from the 66. When I used to play in the band here and we used to play all the pop and rock and all that. Then I played in Bangalore and Oman and Dubai. And when I came back with my equipment, I was doing sound for the hippie parties from 85 to 95.
So literally you're the grower from the summer of 69.
Actually started during my time. And I was lucky enough to witness it because they were using my sound system. So I did that till 95. So being exposed to all these different type of music, you know. But I love jazz and I love, you know, because it's a good way to progress. You can do progressive stuff with jazz and blues.
And now, Roy, a lot of music is combining. It's like merging everything.
Exactly. And jazz is one place, jazz and blues is one place where you can really remix and progress and, you know, do a lot of stuff on your own. So beautiful, man.
Does the daughter sing though? When other plays, does the daughter sing?
I sing, but silently. But it's good to know. It's now finally that people are understanding jazz. Because for a long time, people couldn't understand the music. They were like, oh, what is this and everything. But now people are enjoying. There are more jazz bands that are starting. That's a good thing.
Right then, father and daughter duo, thank you very much for taking time out to talk to us. Good luck. Back to our commentary box, where's the hub of activities happening. Over to you, Savio, if you're listening to me. Back to you at the commentary box.
Thank you, Jeffrey. That was a lovely father-daughter duo joining you, and that's all that's happening at the MONTE Music Festival and much more, of course, because we have people from different walks of life, different countries from around the world, and that is why right now we have Shubi speaking to somebody from Germany.
And yes, like we had said it a while back, we have different guests, viewing the MONTE Festival this evening, people from different walks of life, and the guests that I managed to get my hands on is somebody from Germany. So what's your name?
My name is Werner, and I'm in the moment in Goa for relaxing, but I'm 10 times now in India, and we visited all these places from north up to the south.
Okay, so how did you hear about the MONTE Festival?
Yes. We had about 4 years ago, somebody told us he was here, but not on this place because it was on the mountain.
That's right.
And now we ask till the owner of the location we are. He told us, you will be lucky, you can go here. And then we are now 2 nights in Panchem, where we have the room, and it's very nice, and the landlady, she organized it for us. For a taxi, comes and takes it back, and all this.
That's lovely. Nice to know that the love for music brings people across from different parts of the globe. And is this your first MONTE Festival?
Yes, it's the first one, and then enjoy it.
You enjoyed it. So what did you have to say about Tara Lily's act? Wasn't it amazing?
Yes, it is. The voice of her is very good, you know.
So you said you're from Germany. What kind of music do you generally listen into?
My personality is for jazz, beginning with the old traditional jazz up to the new jazz, and sometimes we hear classic. And therefore we think perhaps we hear classic now.
So this particular performance had influences of R&B, a bit of classical music, as well as jazz, and fusion. What was your opinion?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes, I liked it very much, yes.
Okay, so does that mean you're going to be coming back for the next MONTE festival as well?
Of course, we do.
Okay, and what would you like to tell all of your German friends who are tuned in right now and listening?
If you get the opportunity to come here, don't bother and come and look for a taxi, and it will bring you right up to the jail. The jail is open and you are not afraid to come not out again from the jail.
Well, he's kind of making it really funny and sweet, because this indeed is the first time the MONTE Music Festival is happening in the courtyard of the Aguada jail, as well as the port, and it's everything but like a jail right now, believe you me when I say it's just that you're going to be captivated in the spirit of music, entertainment and culture if you visit the MONTE Music Festival. So thank you very much for joining us right here. It's been a pleasure having you. Thank you.
Quite a vivacious
right now,
gentleman over there, spreading his views all the way from Germany to right here at the jetty at Aguada. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for giving us company all this while. As you would notice, if for some of you just tuning in, you are at the nation's telecaster, Doordarshan, giving you a live update on what's happening at the MONTE Festival. We're waiting for the B-side. We've already had announcements by the concert MC, who's told us that the B-side is going to start, or should I say, the second half of this wonderful, the 21st edition of the MONTE Festival. Shubi's gone round. She met up with German. It's a festival of colors, and people from so many nationalities. If you just stand around looking at them, Shubi?
Yes, you can actually hear people speaking different languages, which means we have a whole lot of people globally present here to witness this. And it was interesting that the gentleman who I just spoke with mentioned that, you know, it was against the odds, but he did manage to come in right here and find out this about this location, and is surely going to make it yet another time. So that's something nice.
And interesting is every seat taken over here, and I'm sure if they move it to a bigger venue, they would have seats filled up even there, isn't it?
I'm pretty much sure about that. In fact, we have people seated on the floor, people just perched against the wall, but they just all seem to be enjoying this moment right here. It's been such a lovely evening, and what a fabulous location. So absorbing in the best of both right here at the 21st MONTE Music Festival.
Yeah. So watch the space, as we say, because just not today. Tomorrow we have the army of us presenters, all being led by Sabio Nerona, who are going to be talking to artists, talking to audiences, and it's a wonderful evening even tomorrow. Plenty planned up. Yeah, so watch out for that. We are awaiting the start of the second half, which is going to be a happy visual delight of good dancing. I myself, I need to educate myself about the kind of genre of dance, if there is anything that way. But I am told, thanks to Shubi's knowledge about this particular artist, that it's more contemporary, that kind of dance. So we are kind of looking forward to these 7 acts that are expected.
Yes, there's 7 captivating short dance pieces, Jeffrey, and it's going to start off with an act that's called CinemaScope, and that's going to be quite a delight.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
So I think we head back to the main stage. Over to the main stage right about now, and IMC stands by.
Dance Company, Bangalore, from the Artillery Center for Movement Arts, India's premier contemporary dance organization. Artillery works to empower young artists by giving them the necessary tools and training that will enable them to create fresh physical expressions related to their experiences, memories, and thoughts. The dance company is led by the choreographer and director Jayatandran Palashi, who has trained in contemporary dance, ballet, Bharatanatyam,
let's do this, Savio. Let's do this.
Indian folk dance forms.
Yet another gentleman who is with us, who is attending the MONTE Music Festival, is of course Simão from Portugal. And guess what? This is really a festival that brings in cultures, Indian as well as different cultures from around the world. But for the moment, it's someone from Portugal. Simão, bem-vindo, and a big welcome to you. How is Goa treating you?
So thank you very much. Obrigado for welcoming me here. Goa treats me really well. I arrived here for 4 days now. I'm in Candoline, and right now I'm experiencing all the music that's happening here, all different kinds of music. Like right now it's jazz. I experience like the more party ones, more party music. I experience the different kind of culture here, and it's been really amazing. Really good food, really good people. I actually meet some Portuguese people here that speak Portuguese, and it was really amazing to be able to speak Portuguese outside of Portuguese with Indian people, like Goese people that speak Portuguese. Was amazing.
First time you're visiting India for the first time?
Yeah, first time. I arrived 11th February and I stay here 1 week at Goa.
So how did you like the unity and diversity that our country has shown you?
All right, yeah, so it's a big question. Okay, so first of all, I arrived at Chennai, and it was really big city. I never saw such a big city because in Portugal, the cities are smaller. And after that, I arrived at here, Goa, and it was really different because it seems like more Western culture here. Different people dress differently, and I really enjoy all the diversity, and here is one part of India that is unique and is like beautiful.
There you go, Simão from Portugal enjoying the MONTE Music Festival, and right now it's over to the second act coming up on day 1 at the MONTE Music Festival.
Thank you. I just want to also inform you, this stage is fairly small for us, and it's a testing for our dancing actually. So we are trying to organize within that limited space, whatever we can. So the next piece, in between pieces, please also bear with us. There will be a little time for the dancers to change their costumes and everything. The next piece, what we are going to do is Ere Saki More Piyam. One of the most popular Sufi voices, that is Hasrat Amir Kursu, is sung by acclaimed singer M.D. Pallavi. And the words goes like this. O friend, the homecoming of my beloved has made this courtyard so perfectly blessed. To my beloved, I bow 1,000 times for accepting at his feet this unworthy self of mine. In deep longing, I waited and waited, with henna and flowers arranged, glancing upon the face of my beloved. I was lost, my heart and mind. Being in the presence of the beloved makes the spring so much more beautiful, and the spring that is spent without the beloved may turn to ashes, may turn to ashes. O friend, the homecoming of my beloved has made this courtyard so perfectly blessed. This piece is performed by Anantita Ghosh and Akshata Joshi. This piece particularly done in the dance style of Kathak, or borrowed from the Kathak movement vocabulary. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Anantita Ghosh and Akshata Joshi. Light.
भाग लगे सुन आंगन को अपने पिया के मैं बल बल जाऊं, अपने पिया के मैं बल बल जाऊं। चरण लगाए निर्धान को ये रे सखी मोरा पिया घर आए, ये रे सखी मोरा पिया घर आए। मैं तो खड़ी थी आस लगाए, मैं तो खड़ी थी आस लगाए, मेहंदी कजरी सखी मोरा पिया घर आए। जिसके पिया संग बीते सावन, जिसके पिया संग बीते सावन, उस दुल्हन का रैन सुहागन जिस सावन में पिया घर नाही, जिस सावन में पिया घर नाही, आग लगे उस सावन को येरी सखी मोरा पिया घर आए, भाग लगे सुन आंगन को केरी सखी मोरा पिया घर आए।
I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Fundación Oriente and also Dr. Paulo Gomez, who has been bringing fabulous works of art to Goa and other parts of India, building connections between Portugal and larger Europe as well as India. The next piece what we are going to do is actually two pieces together. One is Rendezvous. That piece explores the human relations and the effect of nature on them. And this piece is the changing time, the sunlight, the water, and how that is stirring up emotions. And then we are exploring the individual's relationship to each other and to the nature. That will be followed by images of weaving rituals and celebrations of auspicious occasions. That piece is called Celebration. That will bring the feeling of celebration and the evocative music for both the pieces by award-winning composers and singers, M.D. Pallavi and Bindu Malini. Please bear with us while the dances change and join us.
We should consider, well, the audiences who are sat down should consider themselves lucky to be witness to such contemporary dance. I think great first two performances, they've got 5 more yet to go. So, as I say, visual delight. Stunning setting right here at the Aguada Port and Jail. Do we call it a complex or
Yes, for the moment it's a complex, but all the same a wonderful complex. Because right from
some wonderful work of art, isn't it, Sir?
Yes, they have various exhibitions showcasing art and various other aspects of life.
So how they've taken off the negativity of the place, you know, it used to be a place of incarceration, especially political dissidents so many years ago, and now it's a place that nurtures culture.
Absolutely, and being close to the Arabian Sea and the Mandovi River together, it's a confluence that meets at Aguada.
So when you think about the jail, doesn't the setting remind you of the Alcatraz? Yeah, you can check in any time you like, but you can never leave kind of thing, right? If you have to leave, you have to swim, right?
Yeah. No, another definition of Alcatraz was like, I mean, it's where they say music is like a prison. Once you're in it, you can't get out of it.
And typically, taking from that line that you just said, today's Tara Lily, I'm kind of mesmerized with her, you know. Just her demeanor. She comes across, when you look at her, she's not very flashy, she's not that diva kind of person. So it kind of tells a lot about her humble beginnings, you see. So yeah, incarcerated in music we are over here today.
Yes, and she being a Britisher with Bengali origins.
Mixed ethnicity, yes.
Yes, and that was one part of the fusion aspect of this festival, you know, everything from ethnicity to music to culture, everything is about
So
fusion.
did you know, Savio, Taralili made me Google this. What is the instrument, the national instrument of Bangladesh? Well, I checked through it. I thought it would be a flute or a sitar. Well, it is something called dotara. Anyway, enough of me and my so-called general knowledge about instruments.
Yes,
I think they're ready, yes.
Coming back to center stage, it's yet another wonderful performance from this amazing group.
రంగు జెండాల భజన రమ్యమైన రంగని భజన
రంగు జెండాల భజన రమ్యమైన రంగని భజన
రయామున పోవుచున్నదే పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
డక్కే డక్కా నాదము తోడా డండము నగరు శబ్దము తోడా
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 డక్కా కొట్టి పోవుచున్నదే పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
నారాయణ దాసుని పిలచి నవనీత చోరుని తలచి
నారాయణ దాసుని పిలచి నవనీత చోరుని తలచి
నటన చూపి పోవుచున్నదే దస్తూల భజన పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
దస్తూల భజన పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
శ్రీరంగారంగాయనుచు శ్రీరామ రామయనుచు
శ్రీరంగారంగాయనుచు శ్రీరామ రామయనుచు
శీఘ్రముగా పోవుచున్నదే గంభీర భజన గటికాట్రికే పోవుచున్నదే
గంభీర భజన గటికాట్రికే పోవుచున్నదే
రంగు జెండాల భజన రమ్యమైన రంగని భజన
రంగు జెండాల భజన రమ్యమైన రంగని భజన
రయామున్న పోవుచున్నదే పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే పండారి చరా పండరికే పోవుచున్నదే
Atakalari Dance Company performs in some of the best festivals and venues in the world, including the national theatres in Madrid, in Rome, in Place des Arts, in Montreal, and also the Tanzhaus Düsseldorf, Venice Biennale, many other places. So, but we consider it is important to take the arts to the communities where sometimes situations are not ideal, but it is, we feel that outreach is so important to spread the message of dance and movement, which is almost like the life force in our
Savi, tomorrow is quite
imagination.
interesting, but it's not
The
no
next
longer
piece,
at this.
so I
this venue,
really
right?
want to
It moves.
thank
Yes,
Dr.
tomorrow
Paulo Gomez and his
it's at the
team
Makine's
for
Palace
bringing
in Panjim,
Indian
and
contemporary dance
we'll be
to
having a
Goa.
host of Goan
And
musicians
also
in a group called
traditional
HR.
physical
And
wisdom,
post that,
innovation,
the grand
and
finale
technology.
is one of
Taking
the world's greatest contemporary pianists, a Portuguese pianist, Artur Pizarro.
Wow.
And he is going to be worth a watch.
And of course, we are live tomorrow as well, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Live on DD Goa and live streaming on YouTube. And Shubi here has been enjoying the dance performance much more than us, Jeffrey, because her feet were tapping all the time.
Tapping, and I think she's just dressed. I did ask Shubi, in your childhood, did you do a little bit of dance? And she showed me some of her moves. Shubi, you're cut out for it, girl.
Yes, I was just actually listening into what the choreographer was speaking about the dance act. So his influences and the different places he's had his performances at. So this has been quite a delight to look at, quite enjoyed every form of dance that was portrayed right here in the kaleidoscope of dances that were showcased on stage. So it's been a delight.
I don't feel right in my hands. My Lord has a city of perfect where no one comes or goes. There is no moon or sun, no water or wind. Who will carry this message? Who will tell the Lord of my pain? I can't see the path ahead, and going back would be a shame. Oh, beloved, how do I reach my in-laws' house? Separation burns fiercely. The juice of sensuality keeps me dancing. Without a true guru, no one is ours. No one can show the way, Kabir says. Listen, friends, seekers, even in my dream, my love won't come to put out these flames. Ladies and gentlemen, now we present Prayers of a Different Kind by Hema Bharati Palani.
Sai ki nagare para
It was something that was nice and easy. Well, it has the story, isn't it? Every move, the movement of every gesture that she does. Interesting, isn't it, Savio?
Yes, and if you notice, Jeffrey, he has had all his dance performances have a different scope, sort of, right? Right from the prayer of a different kind, rendezvous, and they have merged it well in the sense there are dances of from around different countries that perform along them, and they have the option of even merging two dances, like how they did it.
Yeah, well, I think we have the closing remarks from the director, I think.
But also we have a program called Nritta Purti or Dance Unlimited, where we provide education to young kids from the less privileged backgrounds from the local schools. And that is completely free for them, and that creates a remarkable improvement in their academic subjects as well, because they say dance helps brain and neuroplasticity, bringing cognition, memory, and overall kinesthetics sensibility in the child. That helps the holistic development of the child in her his or her education. The next piece, what we are going to do, is an excerpt from a piece called Alphabet. In Bangalore, there is a new museum called Museum of Art and Photography, MAP. They commissioned this piece for their inauguration, and it was created taking inspiration from the images created by two painters, Krishna Reddy and T.R. Ubaindranath, in the Museum of Art and Photography collection, Bangalore. Choreographer and artistic director of Articularies, Jayachandran Palaji, has created a contemporary dance piece titled Alphabet, which offers glimpses into the motifs, metaphors, and pictorial language of these two artists and their takes on the individual and the society. The piece is set to score, composed and sung by M.D. Pallavi and accompanied by percussionist Sunad Anur. The original work has projections, and it was performed on a stage which is 45 feet wide, and with a whole projection designed by the Japanese digital artist Kunihiko Matsuo, and it was projected on the rear of the screen, rear of the stage. Here today, the nature has provided a wonderful picture to juxtapose for this piece. So, ladies and gentlemen, Alphabet.
Amidst the wonderful setting at Aguada Port, the dancers take center stage.
pa di ni da tum di di pa gi sa tum di ma ga ri pa di ni da tum di di pa gi sa tum di ma ga ri pa di ni da tum di di pa gi sa tum di ma ga ri pa di ni da tum di di pa gi sa tum di ma ga ri
Another intriguing performance by the performers Atta Kalari. I think we are getting a happy helping of these. Dance after dance, the audience is of course sharing their appreciation with applauses. I think we're coming into the final act of the evening. I think we may have one or two, one more possibly.
Yes, they have the capacity to go on, but time is not unlimited here. And the waves may have stopped lashing, Jeffrey, but the artists are certainly making waves on center stage here at the MONTE Music Festival.
The waves have stopped lashing. I like that line, Savio. Interesting. Mixing the vicinity that we are in and actually waves lapping across the Aguada boundary walls out here. Quite a few costume changes.
And they're quick at it, and even though they've not had too big a space for the stage, but they've done an amazing job.
By the way, this last performance is badly influenced by Tarun Tahilyani, who is a designer. It's not just the costumes that were fabulous on stage, but it's interesting to know that a dance form has been actually influenced by a fashion designer, and I'm kind of curious to see what this last performance is all about. And I must say that the dancers have quite some stamina. We're seeing them performing 7 different types of dance acts. In fact, we're getting into the 7th one, and each one has had a duration of around 7 to 5 minutes. So that's brilliant, and their dance moves involve a lot of actions, right from jumps and twirls and spins, and a lot of hand and leg movements. So this has been spectacular, and kudos to all of the dancers who participated in this kaleidoscope of dance acts this evening.
So when you actually think about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the artist. Shivaranjan, Hema Bharati Palani, Anandita Ghosh, Akshata Joshi, Sumesh, and I am Jay Chandran Palari. And we are so pleased to be here, connect with you for the first time to work in this space, and also want to say once more thank you to Dr. Paulo Gomez and his team, Yvonne and others. And this is hopefully, this will begin a journey where we can present much bigger, much more exciting stuff in the coming years. And Art Gallery is going to conduct a big biennial festival in 2024. It's a biennale, and we hope to bring some of those things to Goa as well. Thank you ever so much. Have a wonderful evening.
And I think it was wonderful, full of high energy. And when you looked at the performers, you may tend to wonder how agile they are. You tend to wonder how much of effort they put into it. Brilliant stuff, and I think well curated. And yeah, the first day of the MONTE Festival right here at the Aguada Fort was intriguing, to say the least. It was beautiful.
And the Art Gallery group for that wonderful, enthralling performance. Before we bid you farewell, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon Ms. Divya from the Aguada Port and Jail Complex to propose the vote of thanks.
So while we have the concluding words from our compere for the day, yes, some of the audience is exiting, possibly because it's past the time. And very soon we'll have our very own talking to the curator of that dance.
The MONTE Music Festival.
But thank you for staying with us all through this live broadcast of the first day of the MONTE Festival. I'm going to hand it over to the wonderful Shubi, who's going to be talking to the director, or the dance director of Art Gallery. Over to you, Shubi. Over to you.
All right, that was an absolutely splendid performance that we just witnessed on stage. Well, someone probably rightly said that dance is poetry of the feet. And if I may say so, we saw such beautiful poetry on stage. You know what? We are very fortunate to catch up with none other than the founder, as well as he's been the choreographer of this dance group and dance form. So, a very good evening and welcome in Mr. Jayachandran. First of all, at the onset, it was a fabulous performance. We all enjoyed this thoroughly. We saw 7 different forms of dance acts in a kaleidoscope that was set on stage, but would also like to understand, whilst I viewed each and every dance that happened on stage, we understand that there were influences of different cultures and different styles and forms of dance. I mean, broadly, the dance format is new age and modern, but there have been several influences that we've seen in this. So what exactly have you used in this form of dance?
As I was saying before in the announcement, the idea is to bring what is embedded in our heritage, in our tradition, the concept of body and principles of movement, but also draw from the experience of living today and the skills and information created in other cultures elsewhere in the world. So our effort is to bring all of these together like a mortar, grind it together, like Francis Bacon has said, and create something organically from that. That will have the pulse of today, and it will have the spirit of India, but also will be reaching out to the world.
So that was indeed beautiful. We just didn't see the spirit of India in the form of dances that were showcased right here. We saw a bit of ballet as well. And I'm given to understand that you yourself have been a dancer. You know not just one, but multiple styles of dance acts, right from Bharatnatyam to folk and...
Yes, I kind of developed my own dance training, almost kind of fashioned or designed my own curriculum. So I started as a Bharatanatyam dancer. I used to do solo performances, trained with Kalamandalam Kshemavati in the beginning in Kerala, then went to further studies with the Dhananjayans in Chennai, Also studied Kathakali at Kalakshetra and done Kalaripayattu, yoga and Indian folk tradition. Then I went to London to study at the London Contemporary Dance School, where we had ballet, contemporary dance of different kinds, Tai Chi. Then I took classes in capoeira and African dance. So one has to actually broaden one's perspective in a way to discover the multiple facets of body. Then you can draw, your palette is that much bigger. You can paint, you can sculpt the way you wish to. And I have had the good fortune of collaborating with many international artists. So their influence also you can see in my work. But deep inside you, you have this gravitation towards an evolving Indian identity. That's what I would say encapsulate my work.
So it's kind of interesting. Most people learn one form of dance act or maybe two, and they restrict themselves to just that. I love the fact that you stated that you love to learn the different languages of body that come out in the form of different styles of dancing, and that's exactly what you and your troupe has demonstrated right here this evening, and it's been fabulous. So how has your experience been right here in Goa? I heard this has been your first. So what do you have to say about the MONTE Festival?
The MONTE Festival is fantastic, and I particularly want to commend the audience and the organizers, because they were a very attentive audience. Even an outdoor venue like this, they were very attentive and focused on watching, and a discerning audience. Goa, it is not the first time. We also have performed for the opening of the Serendipity Festival when the festival was launched. So I hope we will be coming more often to Goa, because there is a fabulous cultured and discerning audience and connoisseurs in Goa. And I had the good fortune also to work with the Museum of Goa, giving some lectures and things like that. So I'm very interested not only in dance and theatre, but visual arts, cinema, literature and other areas as well. Because I think, as I was saying before, dance operates in multiple realms, because it's a combined art form. So you have to have some understanding, some knowledge about other art forms also, so that you can draw upon them to create your own work of art.
Yes, I'm sure everybody who's interested in dance, and now me as well, would be looking forward to your space and seeing what's coming up next. We have seen different types of dancers come up on stage. I believe you have your dance academy in Bangalore. So are all of these dancers from Bangalore, or did we see dancers from different locations as well?
They are from Calcutta, from Kerala, sometimes from Chennai, sometimes from Bangalore. So they come from not only from different corners of India, sometimes from abroad as well. So we do not make geography as a limitation. We feel if you have the connection to dance, by the way, I believe everybody is a dancer. You just have to find it in yourself. The moment you have that opportunity, you will dance as well. So I think that is the key, to connect through movement. We say it is the breath itself, the prana. So that's why it is so important to give that opportunity to everybody from a young age.
So that's a lovely message that you shared with all of our audiences. Thank you so very much for your time.